I had a horrible idea, which of course means an amazing idea. Instant enhanced or super boots? Oh man, I kind of feel like I would regret turning down either of them, but I'm just going to take an enhanced. There's a lot less I can do with this enhanced though, because I've done runs before with instant rainbow slimes. I mean, I have, but interesting. That is kind of exactly what I was hoping to see. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on actually getting the rainbow slime killed so that I get a whole bunch of extra gold, because I think it's actually going to be a really big deal this run. I've done runs without boss passes before. They're really impactful. They're really good. Generally, some boss passives are absolutely run-winningly good, but there are also a lot of bad ones that you definitely don't need to use. Now, that's very helpful, by the way. Very helpful indeed. Now, what I plan to do for this run is not just completely ignore boss passives, because that's too easy, you know? Man, Summoning Circle and Apple a Day, they're both really good. I think I won't need Ambidextrony. Sorry, Ambidextrony Apple a Day. Ambidextrony is really good for Summoning Circle. What other max HP sources will I have access to? Yeah, okay. But what I plan to do is a little bit interesting. Well, here it is. It's actually a bit unfortunate. I kind of regret collecting the passive. I don't want to win with no boss relics. I want to win with no rare relics either. So specifically, I'm only going to pick up common relics. No Storony relics either. Although I feel like a lot of Storony relics are effectively common relics, right? But this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a very big challenge. Having a summoning circle to help me out is really handy. Removal for 40 gold is generally worth it, but I do kind of want to go to stores since elites are pretty worthless for me. So I think I'll just have to ignore you. Yeah, that was something I just realized. Elites are actually pointless. Basically give me nothing I want. I also need to make sure not to pick up like Orbit Story, right? Increasing the rarity of relics is not something I want, because frankly, you can definitely win the game off of only common relics. It's just a question of if I'll actually be able to pull it off in this run. Because there are a lot of insane common relics. You know, like if I get, for example, Summoning Circle into Potionable with, let's just say 2 of the upgrading relics, a good slime plus refresh perspective, that probably can win. But that's a if. So we have to see if I can actually pull it off, which is what's going to make this run interesting, because I really do believe in it. But I definitely could also just lose. It's something that is very possible. But on stake, sure. Just good recovery. I do not need to play with tempo. I've got well on stake at all. I can just sack a lot of health, which with this fight, if I want to get an actual amount of gold, which I really do, I might just need to. Because this is, as I've mentioned many times before, just one of, if not the nastiest Area 1 fights in terms of collecting gold. And heal tempo reload is nice, but it absolutely does not even get close to how much damage they're going to do to me if I want to actually get to my 150 gold, which I really did want to get to. But like, man, it's going to drain all of the health from me. The thing is though, if I'm not going to have to fight elites, I don't really need the health all too much, but it's still very unwise to just go sacking all of my health like this. That being said, of course, as we can see right here, I'm very much doing it, but I digress. I'm 48 gold. Something like this, yep, followed by this, should get me to the 150 gold I require, but at what cost, right? Because my health has dropped a lot. But in return, I have Refresh Course and Refresh Perspective, both of which are truly incredible relics. I must admit, it is a tad unfortunate that I'm also going to be turning down a Flaunty here, but I think I'm fine with it. I think it's also worth me going to the next store, I'm not sure though. Probably is, yeah. Good news is we're getting 50 gold from every boss relic. It's not bad, I guess. Oh, damn. Really don't want to take that one. So, is this store worth it? And I think yes, it is. There's a lot of stuff that I could want, and there's a lot of stuff that I could not want. And Basalt Totem, oh my god, I forgot about Basalt Totem. Okay, that is actually incredible. Oh, wait, there's a Nosferatu here? Ooh. It is insane healing, but hopefully we won't need it. And honestly, all of those relics I'm perfectly fine to turn down, so that was just a remarkable store for me. I don't mind going either direction, I guess. Fine either way. Alright, we get this fight, which is just more health loss. I don't really care, honestly. Doesn't really matter for this run. As I said, health is a resource, and one that I am really intending to use quite well, because I think I might need to. Now of course upgrading this summoning circle is something that I will absolutely do now. There's no reason to hold off. Or I was purely holding off just to get slightly more value from the store, which I'm happy I did because my store buys were definitely very good. All of them are pretty solid. There we go. Oh, that tidies up the map. Means I don't actually get my heal. Which is actually unfortunate. I'm on much less health than one would like, but also potentially just simply fine. I have my 25 gold. I'm going to check behind the waterfall, because if I get an elite, I get free gold. It's a bit unfortunate. I was hoping for something there, I must admit. Guess this is actually not the most ideal fight either. There was not much reason to discard there, obviously. I was just trying to get to my reload quicker, and I just didn't think about the fact that I could have still shot the Dagorb and reloaded just as quickly. Better for me to hit the bomb right now, kill this guy, and then reload. It's a shame because I really wanted to get in multiple reloads this fight, and it doesn't really look like that's lining up that easily here. Obviously one summoning circle is not exactly worth shooting now, is it? Alright, perfect. This is more like what I was hoping for. Now you're done. You only deal 2 damage to me there. And you know what? I will just cheese this. Alright, there we go. That will absolutely do. Let's just shoot that shot and somehow it actually create the crit. Wow, impressive. Very impressive. Jack-o'-lantern's fun, but I probably shouldn't pick it up. I will make an upgrade to the summoning circle at this stage. Yeah, sure. Sounds fine. Not like I really need to save my gold, and the summoning circle is a big deal. I do, however, have more than enough health to deal with this Betsy, so that's not something I'm worried about. I do like to start off with that shot, with both of the refreshes on the right-hand side. Maybe it wasn't the best idea, but I mean, it got a decent amount of damage done. But how bad can it possibly be? Good stuff. Tumor circle, not bad, not bad. Oh wow, my ability to crit is non-existent. They are buying themselves. Boom. Maybe... oh wow, definitely can't pull it off now. I had a cool shot that I was intending to use, but well, there we go. That's a fair chunk of damage. But with this vine spawning there, it's very hard to hit this pig by bouncing it around there on the wall. This is what I had lined up, but then it became worthless incredibly quickly. Yeah, as you can see here as well, Betsy kind of gets wrecked by World on Stake as well. Ignoring the part where we use World on Stake to full heal, because obviously Betsy does kind of get wrecked when, you know, we're walking into the fight with full health, with, well, not exactly a poor setup. Honestly, it is actually just a pretty solid setup. Like, I have a lot of damage just from refresh course, refresh perspective, and 2 refreshes on the board. Like, that works very well. Oh. I can use an orb to get exploitable on the... oh my god, okay, this does work, actually. Interesting. Obviously, it's pretty bad with, like, summoning circle, but, like, it's already level 2, which means I'm only spending 25 gold, 35 gold on that orb. Do I need to upgrade it once more? Alright, not allowed to pick these guys up, am I? Man, it feels lame, having only this much. Relic rotation, pebble or nothing, mini bossification. What do you mean, no rewards after it? That's exactly what I get normally, you fool, because I skipped the relic. Yeah, it's just free gold then. And I do like free gold. Alright, so double. Blind sand arrows. The rest of the debuffs, obviously I can apply stuff like... I can apply all the debuffs from orbs. It's just something like Bramble is obviously not something I actually care about. This should cycle you. Nice. And then this just does not much. Actually, I have Tumor Circle. It does actually more than... oh, and it hit the crit. Not bad. There we go. We got the refresh, which means this next shot is pretty solid. Go for a shot like this. See what kind of... nice. Like being able to explore new areas with my summoning circle. Up to 133 gold. That's actually really nice because honestly my gold was pretty low. After immediately upgrading the summoning circle, it naturally dropped quite fast. This is so interesting because if there's one thing I love, it's just collecting as much as possible, including rare relics, which mostly means I just love finding as many elites as possible. But for this run, I guess that's just unwise. Basically just a normal fight. So here's what I want to know. If you fight an elite, or mini boss, whatever they're called, doesn't really matter. do you get an increased chance at rarer orbs as well? Or is it just, you know, the rare relic? Because currently it doesn't really seem like there's any reason to go to them, does it? It's unfortunate because I would love to. Oh my. Well, I think I've already got more than enough. Oh, but I haven't got a store for ages actually. Yeah, no, there's a generator up here. I'd be insane to not pick that up. Well, there goes all the gold that I stocked up. I think, considering the fact that I'm doing Assault Totem spamming, I think the restore is just worth it. Well, I mean, the spirits seem to agree. Sprouting. Sprouting's amazing, and I shouldn't... Oh... In terms of common healing per turn, Cookie is the best. In terms of damage mitigate... Ooh, I do kind of need the Cookie. Oh man, but I have no greed, so it's like turning down the first greed relic that you see is a bad idea. It's a really bad idea, but it might just be something I need to do just because I need Cookie. Like, the maximum refreshes I can have on the board is 3, and I have the Restorbs. Man, I think I want to pray. I think I want to pray that I find something, but it's not looking good. I'll duplicate a random orb. I mean, look. Any of these 3 would be great. Obviously, yeah, no, I can't duplicate everything. Oh, wow. I went from having no Restorbs in my deck to... Oh my god, that's amazing. Having 3 level 3 Restorbs in my deck. Oh my god, that's... This deck has massively grown incredibly fast. It is entirely unrecognizable now, to be honest. Oh my god. Like, this is not the same deck that I left Area 1 with, is it? I now have 3 Restorbs, all level 3, a level 2 Generate Orb, and minus 3 Pebbles in my deck. Man, let's get that gold going. Currently, my gold is very poor. Alright, that Generate Orb is going to be so insane for later. If I can line up a Summoning Circle into Generate in that final fight, that is a huge deal. A huge, huge deal. Talk about a huge, huge deal. My max health is looking very clean, I must admit. It is rather impressive. Double check once more. Yeah, I indeed have only common relics as it stands. These guys don't miss, do they? This should be easy. There we go. And a second one, not quite. Fine. Didn't need one, I just wanted one. Nice dodge. How much damage do we have? Not much, okay. I'll just aim for the crit because you think that when you hit the crit you get more damage usually. Wasn't the case there though, was it? Oh my god, why did I aim straight at the crit again? Editory was just talking about how the crit doesn't always deal more damage, and I aimed directly at it. Really top tier players. Okay, I thought that leaving him alive might be better, but definitely need him going around about now. Oh my. It's very impressive. Well, at this stage I might as well just keep him around. Man's got so much blind, he's never going to hit me. Also, I probably should have doubled the blind on the last guy. Yeah, I'll do that now. Should have done that earlier. It's fine, I'm not going to get punished. Alright, so gold is good. It's something that I was really trying to focus on, actually. Well, I was trying to slow down the fight. Bang, bang. There we go. Good stuff. Perhaps increasing my max HP constantly at this stage is less worth it because I now have 3 Restorbs in my deck, which is very, very good. And I've turned down Cookie as well. I should have... Oh, right. God, I have to skip it. Damn. Mask of Joy would have been great. Obviously, I would have just taken the Refreshing Punch because I'm addicted to Refreshing Punch, but Mask of Joy would have been good. I don't recall what the last one was. I don't have Super Boots, and I have turned down Super Boots. But a multiplier is a multiplier, so I will actually add it to my deck. But my lack of constant healing is actually a really big deal because I turned down that Cookie. Not going to stop me, though. Alright, this should be a pretty simple fight. Okay. Look, we definitely have a lot of good tools. I'm going to be honest. We have a lot of good tools, and it's definitely not looking too bad for us. A lot of good tools really doesn't mean a whole lot of much. We could just miss, which would be terribly unfortunate. I would greatly prefer for that not to occur, but it's less so up to me. It's a bit of damage I took. Good news is I got to the 170 gold that I was aiming for. I was specifically aiming for where all the gold was stored on the map. I did a good job of hitting it, didn't I? 181 gold means that it's very easy for me to just upgrade my max HP and enter the store on 150. I don't really need to prioritize the removal right now. Oh, right, I have to turn these down. Oh, well. It would have been nice. So tantalizing, isn't it? But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you can just win with only common relics, and let's prove it true. Very interesting indeed. I think that Frog Amulet is absolutely worthless at this stage, totally, yeah. Obviously we're buying those two, and then there's no reason not to buy the remove, really. I think the Complex Claw is like fine. It should also be unnecessary with Refresh Perspective and Refresher Course. To be honest, I kind of just like damage in all forms, so I'm fine with it. I guess I don't actually have any orbs I want to remove from my deck, so I'll save the 30 gold. That's sprouting as well, so that's generally reasonably wise. Okay, so my constant max HP that I'm generating is definitely greatly appreciated. Just how much of an impact will this make? I'm not sure. I think that lining up Summoning Circle onto Generator for my late game should be reasonably consistent, honestly. My deck should get very small after that first initial salvo. Max out the blind. Awesome. I was really hoping that he'd get that hit there. Just because being able to increase the blind to 60 is pretty good. Very, very handy indeed. My AoE capabilities are pathetic. Hopefully we can get, damn it, a bunch of, would have been so much damage if I'd gotten a bunch of 2-time slots, but unfortunately one of them betrayed me. Alright, once again, I'm aiming at a crit for no valid reason. I should probably try and tap a bomb. Yeah, it's probably a pretty important thing to do. I was going to say I can go for a double tap there, so let's get the double tap. There we go, and 100 blind on you. That is pretty damn solid. I'm just going to go for a shot like this. I really don't need it to do anything too fancy, so let's just aim for a 2-time slot and go in it a few times and claim a free 400 damage. Like, I really wanted to pick up the weighted chip for a reason. Oh my god, the weighted chip is an event-only relic. Alright, I have to restate this. It's not common relics only because I've accidentally gone and picked up weighted chip. Oh my god. How could I be so foolish? Alright, so... very unfortunate. It's no rare relics and boss relics. This is definitely significantly less interesting. It's terribly unfortunate, truly. 3-8. I mean, if you want to go and hit a crit, then like you're just going to get a very decent chunk of damage. It's just, yeah, I probably shouldn't have trusted that to hit the crit. The good news is though, 2-time slot over here, so I just get to do a shot like this, and then boom, 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 boom. Yep, awesome. They just throw themselves down the 2-time slot, which is amazing. Alright, significantly less impressive when it's only one shot. Alright, nice dry painting, but round guard will just remove your damage entirely. You're not hitting the crit. At this stage, I probably can just do this, so sure, do it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's not the 2-time slot. If it had been the 2-time slot, I would have got the kill. Oh yeah, no, this is just a walk in the park, isn't it? As long as I'm not going in the 0.5-time slot here, then bam. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, that weighted chip pickup is unfortunate because I would prefer not to have to keep saying no rare relics and boss relics. I would have rather said only common relics. But I guess I'll just say only common relics and event relics now because that is indeed what it is. Which, to be fair, I think it's probably also fair to say that it's not really going to change the run all too much. The multiplier here and there is very nice, and it is pretty absurd when also attached to a summoning circle shot. But, you know, I probably should have, more than enough to win the run anyway. That's definitely what I'm hoping for. Maybe taking this fight wasn't exactly the most ideal or something. But I really wanted the extra gold that it would provide, so here we are. Also, I can just crossbow some of these. Oh my god, I actually got it lined up. Nice. Well, it's a really big deal when I actually get that lined up. Generates me so much extra damage. The point where I really should just prioritize upgrading this orb because it is just insane for me. But for some reason I've just kept it very underleveled. Oh my, this is going to be a solid shot. By very underleveled, I mean specifically the level that I found it at. It's not too bad because even generator at level 2 is still just very decent. 60 blind, nice stuff. Let's just go like this and then that should just be a very easy kill. You'd have to try pretty hard for that not to be a kill, I'm afraid. 259 gold, I definitely appreciate the extra gold. There's a lot of restorbs, that's what that is. Alright, I'm definitely going to need some extra capabilities. That store into 2 chests looks cool. And then I'll just go question marks all the way until then. Seems wise. Nice damage, and then we'll go for a shot like this, which should just... Nice. Simply do things. Alright, yep. As it stands, I'm definitely still lacking in capabilities. Having something circle into Generate Orb is very solid though. I should be able to achieve a lot with that, and I'm really hoping that works out. Unfortunately, nice. 0.5 times slot was still very close to the... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Pocket Sand working twice as fast on this guy. Oh wow, how did that miss the refresh? Nice work, Pocket Sand. Getting me some dodges in. Not that I truly care about my health all too much, but it's very nice to just very quickly get to the stage where all enemies are at 100 blind. This is why I preferred Pocket Sand over... Sorry. Yeah, no, Pocket Sand over Sand Arrows. I feel like it's just a lot of blind. Like, the new Pocket Sand is actually really impressive. Really very impressive. Nimble. Finesse is nice. Without Mask of Sorrow or Multi-Ball to boost it, I'm going to be honest, I think it's actually kind of worthless. I won't bother with it. It's usually good, but I actually think that it's just specifically not going to be actually useful this run, so this wasn't something that I was interested in. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind this gets a crit, right? Oh, I did just notice the 0.5 times slot though, which I must admit does not help its case at all. Not in the slightest. Alright, Area 3 generally is when you start to notice the fact that you're lacking boss passives. So, yeah, especially for fights like this, we're definitely going to start noticing it. Gonna get a bit painful, and that's fine. You know, this is why I've been stocking out my max HP this entire time. Because this way I just have a lot of leeway. And you know, that's very nice to have. Oh man, you really just love that 0.5 times slot, don't you? The good news is, as much as you love the 0.5 times slot, I love Blind even more. And Blind loves me. Because it keeps applying. Which you think is a good thing. Unfortunately, with the way how it works, it's actually not, but that's fine. No navigation inflation or reduce refuse through cycles, so it's purely up to my own gold hitting capabilities in combat. Actually get good amounts of gold, which is fine. That is something that I've trained for. It is very important to collect as much gold as possible. After all, good stuff. Oh wow, hitting a crit is like impossible. Extremely hard to pull off. Good news is, oh there we go. Long last. The summoning circle into generate up shot, as it was prophesized. Awesome. Again with the level 2 nimble, man, you do know how to tempt me. Really do think it could be very solid. And you know what? It just works so well with summoning circle baseline that I'm interested. Good. A lot of good events we can find. This was not one I was expecting. Man, doubling the transparency on this guy, that's kind of funny. Unfortunately, we have not a single targeting orb in our deck. So we can double the transparency we want all on it. But it's just not going to do anything. It's just simply going to be worthless. This is also technically not the most ideal fight for us ever, but not really a bad fight either. Guy's just going to kind of take a chunk of health out of us and kind of just die. Yep. Exactly as I thought. Pop, Shock Absorber, Rubble, both are definitely good. 144 gold. Bit hard to navigate to the question mark like this, but we managed to pull it off. Awesome. Just a bit of a tricksy one to... Nice. I'm actually reasonably happy with the Refilibuster. Maybe the Dumbo is better. It's funny, but if you're only using common relics, then yeah, Dumbo is actually a pretty solid way to generate stats. Alright, that worked decently well, I suppose. I must admit, that's still only level 2. Yeah, it's just not achieving much at level 2, is it? Bob Bob? I mean, bombs are always just going to be a decent way to sap some of the health off the enemy. Nice work, Filibuster, and then I'll aim for this bomb. I actually missed that bomb. I'm kind of shocked, honestly. Really did not expect that. That should... I was going to say that should hit the refresh, and indeed it did hit the refresh, just as I surmised, but not the refresh I expected. Well, I was actually intending for you to hit the other refresh, I'm afraid. Awesome. My capability to simply heal is truly beautiful. Balm. Well, considering the fact that I don't have any other way to heal in combat over a prolonged period of time, I'm afraid that I'm simply going to need to pick up Balm. And honestly, I'm also going to pick up the Rubble. Level 3 Rubble is just worth it. 50 gold, which, the bargain. Generator double double. If I had to get rid of one, I'd rather get rid of the double double. I want the Generator Summoning Circle game plan. Double double means that, what's the debuff called? Exploitable game plan is kind of out the window. Alright, I can't pick this up. That's very unfortunate. Just a random rare chest from nowhere. Oh damn, it's so sad. The exploitable game plan's kind of out the window. Again, these are rare relics. Oh man, that's unfortunate. But to be fair, I hadn't actually found an orb for that yet, so I couldn't even use it. I mean, there's no reason not to just mass buy everything. I have enough gold at this stage. Enough gold to simply just buy things. Shouldn't be getting a random removal anymore, so hopefully we can just... Awesome. Begin with this guy. Oh, hang on a second, there are enough bombs. Sick. Combined with refilibuster capabilities, guarantees his death. Awesome, so... Rejuice is... that's actually a pretty nice way to generate some extra gold, isn't it? Bad indeed, not bad indeed. I'm very tanky. Oh yes. So it's definitely significantly less interesting on this map, isn't it? Not really achieving all too much. I think the Rubble can, but I distinctly recall Rubble on this map is unfortunately... Oh wow, okay, no, that worked pretty well. Duplicate of actually, hang on a second. Oh, I only have 2 refresh. If I had a 3rd refresh on the board, I would take it. But without that 3rd refresh, I think it's actually just not worth it, simply. I do need you guys upgraded. Farm upgrade can wait a bit. I need it, but not yet. Adventurine. Pretty good, pretty good. Of course I'm gonna wait here, try and get a navigation inflation. Yep. So this is why you wait. Because I just received plus 100, well more than 100 gold for doing precisely that. It's really nice to see. Yeah, I got like plus 150 gold for waiting. Very impressive. I guess not. Oh, was it? Probably more like plus 120. I generate orb first. Without multi-ball, it's still doing amazing stuff. Then we shoot our healing orb and should just be setting up healing slimes. Nice. Great spot for me. And now it's time to start cleaning my max HP. I can get some upgrades done on that Balm. This is not the kind of deck that I was hoping to bring into the Orbserver. Seems very risky currently as it stands, but that's not to say that it can't succeed. Definitely could. Just a few other attributes that I was hoping to have. Most notably, I think 1 extra crit would be a huge deal. Something like a refresh circle was something that I was considering. And honestly, just the main thing I wanted this entire time was just 1 extra summoning circle or potion bolt. Because they really do just make runs, absolutely. Which is why the duplicator could have been worth it, but the fact that you need to hit the refresh in the first place doesn't really solve the problem that I have. Was my thought process. Okay, this is... You missed? Okay, sure. Fine by me because, yes. Generator should just be my ticket to victory, honestly. It should simply just be that good. I'll pick up these. Obviously, a Critmosis Fleece at this stage. Not exactly that, but the most handy. Shouldn't be anything too crazy here. Alright. Now I'm really disappointed I picked up the weighted chip. I mean, it is a good, fun relic. And if I had to rate its rarity, I would probably call it a rare relic, unfortunately. But it is classified as an event-only relic, so I'm not exactly using rare relics or boss relics, which is the 2 main things I wanted to avoid. Just I did also fully intend to avoid good stuff. I was very much aiming for that. I did also fully intend to avoid event relics as well, but I didn't quite occur, as we can see. And Dragon should be perfectly fine. I made sure not to beat him in a circle just because I didn't want to. Sometimes you just really don't want to be powering up his attacks. See what I can pull off here. No, nothing. Unfortunately, my ability to hit a crit here is pathetic. Simply non-existent. My ability to get a good summoning circle shot is also simply non-existent. It's not the most ideal. Now let's go Rubble, let's go. Ooh, or maybe not. But it should get a 2-time slot actually. Good stuff. Yeah, I also definitely wanted to ban myself from taking shop only relics. rare relics, boss relics, and shop only relics, because obviously if I could take a, what's it called? It would be a much simpler run, wouldn't it? Oh right, I still had the bomb in my deck at that stage. Did want that gone indeed. Okay, so we'll shoot this. There we go. Yeah, once again, the summoning circle is lining up as the last orb in our deck, which is definitely not what you want. We'll just dodge that. Yep, this is what we want. Alright, please just go and hit that refresh. All I desire from you. Big shame, but luckily this shot has given us what we desire, so I just gotta shoot this and then magic happens, really. Magic happens. Cool stuff. The deck is definitely very competent, but we do need to wait for longer than is comfortable, I must admit. Probably could have had some really cool boss relics this run. I feel like I've seen some good options. But you only need common relics to win, right? So we'll be using mostly common relics to win. But I might actually lose a decent enough chunk of max HP in this fight, which is not ideal, I must admit. Yeah, and that's the other thing about this run. Rare relics and boss relics are generally just very fun, so it is a shame to be missing them. But there are a lot of common relics that are also insanely fun. I'm actually just really happy to be using them. Nice. I mean, it's good damage. It's just good damage, simply. What more can you ask for? Let's see what Rubble can do. Because usually Rubble is just pretty insane on this fight. Generally you do want access to more than 2 refreshes though. A lack of fresh bandana is definitely causing me to suffer quite a bit here. As you can see though, even when like half the pegs on the map are gone, Rubble still just continues. Still just continues and then hits a refresh, awesome. And at this stage, as long as it doesn't go into that accursed 0.5 times slot, it'll be golden. Which honestly means that the second the end of the shot spacebar appears, I should just instantly click it. But it didn't appear, so I didn't need to. There we go, that was a nice snipe. I was trying to pop that refresh so that I could leave the other refresh active, but I don't think it got the memo. Oh no, you just missed it. Alright, go and hit those refreshes, please. Oh no. Not ideal. It's because I need to get these refreshes moved. I can't just have them on the right side of the screen, that just won't work. One finesse is not valuable, but it's valuable enough. Right. 2500 damage is an awful lot. If I can combine the power of 2 times slots with just hitting a lot of pegs, then it should work even for a base level summoning circle. Nice. Go round guard. Alright, go Rubble, go. This time I will shoot directly at the crit, and then it should hit the refresh in a reasonable time frame. But 513 very much means that we just really want to be hitting the crit ASAP. Ooh. Didn't quite work out as well as I would hope. 4k damage though, Mr. Rubble. I believe in you. Oh, it is getting awfully close to the 0.5 times slot though. Yeah. Bit rough. Oh no, I retargeted instead of shooting my shot. Damn. I waited until the opportune moment and then unfortunately... Yeah, no, that's annoying. Fortunately, the opportune moment passed. Alright, they scaled. Okay, well. I mean, if this can't kill, then what can, right? Hopefully the next Rubble also gets a kill. Having a refresh perspective should just give us the scaling that we need to allow the next Rubble to get the kill. It's purely just a question of where our refreshes actually end up. 1200 gold, by the way. Very nice. We've just had more than enough gold to just keep assault toteming, which is nice. Unfortunately, my store relics have been, well, not quite as good as my chest relics, and I've had to turn down more than a few good chest relics that I would love to have. Good news is I don't think I've turned down a fresh bandana. It was a good thing because I really need that third refresh. Only having 2 refreshes in the Orbserver fight could get very nasty after all. None of this stuff should be necessary. Not really achieving all too much for me. We still got a ton of max HP to work with. Oh wow, this is funny. It's been a while since I've taken Vitality, but yeah, I just want the plus max HP, I suppose. Awesome stuff. Okay. I still don't have another Mask of Joy. Interesting. I still don't have Cookie, but that's fine. Perfectly fine. There's a Machuska. Hang on a second. And a Refresher or... Oh, I needed both of these. Alright, Bombaton's also fine. Tactical Treat is actually also fine. I'm fine with it. Alright, this is not bad. I think I want you, and removal on... Did I find healing? No, I didn't find healing. The balm can't be... I wouldn't want to remove balm anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with Machuska. Okay, let's get all that stuff upgraded, and this elite fight. Honestly, this elite fight's going to take a little bit of time, so I might just skip it. Okay, thankfully we had Pocket Sand there, because it was actually a huge deal. Credible plus Susceptible was actually a decent game plan that I could consider picking up right here. It's honestly not bad. I think it does kind of interfere with my summoning circle plans that I already have though, so I think I might just skip it. Just press the button, and obviously we can't take any of that stuff. And I think I did lose some max HP there, not too much, but I definitely lost a reasonable enough chunk to be mildly annoyed. But not too bad, because the elite fight definitely about as slow as the final boss fight is going to be. And obviously we only need to see one of them. Hopefully this Machuska can put in great work, which is precisely what it did. But that just set me up so well. Now I'm hoping that a shot like this kind of just... We just hold, and around about now, there we go. I wanted to make sure that the refresh was hidden behind it. This is fine, then we go pop. Oh wow, I can't aim at that, can I? Moving target's a bit hard to hit at the high speeds. Just need to wait. Oh wow, there's one over there as well. Okay, well we're definitely not popping this first phase then, are we? I can attempt it, but it's going to be pretty hard. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Do I need to get a summoning circle into Balm Shot or not? No. I think the Nimble was a stupid idea, honestly, at this stage. Kind of really wish that I would shoot any orb that isn't a Nimble. Oh god, it's actually not ideal. Oh, I just need to get to the other end of my deck at this stage. Got all of my good orbs, all of the orbs that I need right now. For getting those big pegs out of the way ASAP. Because we know how rough the black hole peg can be. And the circle peg also needs to go. Good news is, this guy's generating a lot of extra refreshes for us, which is really handy. Did not line up. But we'll still shoot it. Oh no, it's so bad. So unplayable. There we go, we'll see how that works, and it doesn't really. Yeah, this is the problem. There we go, black hole gone. Soulfire's draining us, but that's potentially fine. I've got to do this, get this Restore out of my deck. We can pop Soulfire now, which is useful. We just need to take time, scale up, stack up some blind on him as well is nice, you know. I probably can't remove the Balm from my deck, probably can't. I don't really, yeah, no, I kind of regret adding the Nimble to my deck. I thought the extra scaling might be handy, but I think just relying on the other sources that I have in my deck and passives was just a better idea. Alright, they're all back now, so this is a perfect time for Machuska. Oh god, that summoning circle missed, that's really bad. Hopefully... no pops. I was hoping for at least one of them gone, but whatever. He's just about a max HP drain. I don't really care about taking the max HP drain too much. Okay, if I get a good generate up shot like this is just the best thing that could possibly happen for me. Like, realistically, I couldn't care less about taking the max HP hit. Getting a good generate up shot is just so important, though. Such a big deal. I don't think he's about to max HP drain, but a bit hard to tell. Looks like he's just looking normally. Oh, there we go, I just wanted that gone. Because realistically, my lack of healing as it stands is the bigger issue. Alright, yeah. This is why I need the Soulfire peg gone as well. Because, Machuska is... oh wait, I got it. This is a massive deal. Massive deal, I need to not miss this shot whatsoever. Alright, so... actually, I think it's something like this. Yeah, I think this is the best. In there, pop that refresh. Okay. And get the Soulfire popped. Yeah, like look at this, we just have control over this left hand side now thanks to the generator. It's exactly what we needed. That peg does not matter, but I'll just pop it I suppose. Okay, that was really good lightning slime applications. Hopefully a shot like this can just handle the circle peg now. Just need one summoning circle into Balm Shot, otherwise I might be forced to shoot the Balm. Would be unfortunate. Yeah, no, this Nimble was a stupid idea. I thought that summoning circle into Nimble was good enough, but the problem is I don't have every dictionary, so it was just definitely a stupid idea. Okay, there we go, and then boom. Doing so much damage with this. Oh, I missed it, damn. Alright, this is the Machuska. I kind of need to aim like this. I can't afford to get torpied here. Right, pretty big hit. Obviously he just intangibles it, but that was a pretty impressive hit. We'll go for something like this. Oh my god, I got another generator orb line up. It's insane for me. Last second refresh? Awesome. Last second refresh was a huge deal. I talk about a huge deal. That generator was a huge deal. Really good stuff. As you can see though, this is why I needed the balm in my deck. Definitely just beginning to hurt an awful lot. But this is exactly why the generator was just such an amazing orb. Great dodges. Okay, and then hopefully a shot like this is just kind of insane. Because now that we're set up with the generator, we can just start getting some massive damage out, can't we? I'm definitely getting insanely close to the point where I need to just be shooting my balm. I'm hoping that point is not yet though. 0.5 top slot if I've ever seen one. There's no soulfire active, well none really. Generator orb is just the way to go. If I had so much max HP I could just build towards this kind of lightning slime endgame, and it took me a long time to get there, a really long time. I just had to keep shooting the generator orb, and my first two generator shots were absolute fluffs. They just really did not work. But eventually I lined up, what was that, at least 2 or 3 summoning circles into generator orbs, which is precisely the point of my deck. I definitely shouldn't have added that nimble to my deck, it was absolutely worthless. And I did accidentally add the weighted chip to my deck. I think I still would have won without the weighted chip. Sure, I did get more damage on average from the weighted chip, because that is how weighted chip works. And I didn't get particularly unlucky this run. I'd say I got more so lucky than unlucky. Whether that is how weighted chip is just meant to work naturally. So yeah, you can definitely win using only common relics. I didn't actually do that this run technically. I won with common relics and event relics specifically. I did try to, but I'm just a bit greedy, what can I say? I love picking up things. I just love picking up things. Luckily though, I didn't pick up any boss relics, rare relics, or store relics. All 3 of which have many game plans that can absolutely just win you your run. Honestly, I think the fact that I picked up weighted chip without super boots does kind of mean that it was honestly like equal impact on the run. It had both lots of positive impact and lots of negative impact, because I did lose a lot of health to it. And I mean, look at that. I very clearly did not have the health regen to support it. I just had more than enough max HP. Was trying to shoot Summoning Circle into Balm a bit too greedy, potentially. But if we look at my first 2 generator shots on that map, like, man, they were absolutely whiffing. And if my Balm whiffed like that, then that's my healing gone. So, you know, I felt like I couldn't afford to whiff it. But maybe I could have just shot it. Would have gotten it out of my deck, made it easier to line up Summoning Circle onto the orbs that mattered. But yeah, you can win with basically only common relics and orbs. And I mean, like, maybe I could try a version of this which is just, oh, can you win using only common relics and common orbs? Which, like, you probably can, because Rub Orb is kind of that good. But like, wow, that sounds pretty spicy indeed.